Dela write my MVVs. Welcome. People wey say Queen Naomi no go drink water drop cup. They no go even see water to drink at all. It is not a small something, my people. Sacred power and corrupt resistance, the battle over the ancient sword of Ife. A storm is rumored to be brewing in the sacred land of Ife, the cradle of the Yoruba civilization, as ancient tradition clash with modern corruption. At the center of this spiritual and political battle is a powerful relic, an ancient sword believed to be divinely linked to the authority of the Ooni of Ife, but as sacred wisdom dictates its rightful return to its original home. Selfish and corrupt elders are reportedly standing in the way, leading to an intense struggle between tradition and personal interest. It is not a small something. No, I have never seen where ancient sword will go and be enjoying AC, be enjoying light, be drinking water from the fridge. Oh, I have never seen this kind of a thing before. Ancient sword that is supposed to be in the basement. They now made Kabiyesi in 2015 after renovating the palace to bring the ancient sword up. An ancient sword. Person fit go dey enter Jolonto inside the ancient sword here. Ancient sword no go here. And that was what they wanted. They loved it. And that was why things were happening in the palace. Nothing went through. I said these people had the audacity. They'll go and even steal Kabiyesi's phone when he attended a party. Today, that phone did not come back because ancient sword was not seeing anything. This was, one of those relics that they left with the Ooni of Ife, not just Oba Adeyeye. Every other Ooni of Ife, any man who says, okay, I'm strong enough to become an Ooni of Ife, they leave you with this relic. But this one, these people, they masterminded bringing this thing up, leaving its original home. And because of that, the ancient sword could not work again. Okay? For centuries, the Yoruba people have revered the Ooni of Ife as a spiritual and traditional leader of their civilization. The Ooni's rule is not merely a political one. It is deeply intertwined with divine mandates, sacred rights, and ancestral blessing. Among the many symbols of this authority is the ancient sword, an object of immense spiritual significance believed to carry the weight of divine wisdom, protection, and legitimacy for the throne. But what happened when elders meant to be custodian of tradition become obstacle to its preservation? In a bold and fury declaration, Iyanifa, a respected priestess and spiritual authority, has openly condemned the elders who are allegedly obstructing the return of the sacred sword. Of course, what had happened was that about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, they had prepared the basement where the ancient sword had originally been kept and did everything and brought the ancient sword back to where it is. Now, because the elders are seeing that the ancient sword has regained power by virtue of the fact that they brought the ancient sword to where it has originally been from, the beginning of time, and they have seen a retribution falling from left, right, and center. They have seen a lot of things happening. And because of this, they are scared. They are gathering again and asking that the ancient sword be returned back to where it was before, okay? Which, of course, was the original plan. Now, this statement is not just a personal challenge, it is a battle cry against those who place personal gain over divine will. According to Iyanifa, these elders are driven by selfish motive, clinging to power that does not belong to them and resisting the natural order of tradition. She insists that the return of the sword is not just about protocol, it is about restoring spiritual balance and honoring the will of the ancestors. Now, One of the more mysterious aspect of this unfolding drama is the reference to the sword being kept upstairs. This could symbolize a literal or, metaphorical alleviation, perhaps hidden away in the possession of those who should not have it or removed from the sacred ground where it belongs. The question remains, why would anyone resist returning something to so essential to the spiritual stability of Ile Ife? Speculation abounds. Some believe that certain powerful figures within the Council of Elders fear losing control if the sword is restored to its rightful place. Others suggest that modern political interests have entangled themselves with ancient tradition, leading to dangerous power struggle. The battle over the sword is not just about the physical object, it is a reflection of a much deeper struggle between those who honor tradition and those who exploit it for personal gains. The Ooni of Ife, as a divine ruler, is expected to be the custodian of the sacred relic and ancient wisdom. But when, individuals manipulate this tradition for their benefit, the entire cultural and spiritual fabric of Ife is at risk. Iyanifa's word serves as a warning: justice will prevail, and those who stand in the way of destiny will be exposed and dealt with, whether through spiritual consequences or direct action. The ancestors will not be silent. With tension rising, the Yoruba people are watching closely. Will the sacred sword finally, be brought back to where it doesn't want to be? One thing is certain: tradition, once awakened, does not rest until balance is restored. If the sword is indeed the key to the Oni's rule, its returns could mark a powerful shift in the spiritual and political landscape of Ile Ife. Now, why would the Oni of Ife allow people to want to do this? Iyanifa is saying that it doesn't matter how it happens, how they are able to achieve this. If they achieve it, the ancient sword will go silent again. Things will begin to happen in the palace. I will go back to where I am coming from and never to return back here. And, whatever people see, they will take. And they said that Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye, any time Ogunse, was very, very upset that they relatively or practically drove elders out of the palace who came with that proposition to return the ancient sword back to where it used to be, that is upstairs, because of fear of the kind of justice the ancient sword brings upon its people after Ebony's uncle, joined the ancestors, and right now Yatani Molo has also joined the ancestors. And, Ooni of Ife said the guilty should not be afraid. The unguilty should not be afraid. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.